Alright guys, welcome to November's feature roll-up for the Amazon FBA platform. In these videos, what I do once a month is I update you with all of the latest and greatest features that are coming out on the Amazon platform. The idea behind that is to try and keep you at the top of your game, to keep you on the cutting edge of building a brand on Amazon. As you know, Amazon is an incredibly changing environment. The marketplace, the tactics, what's allowed, what's not allowed, how you do things, it changes on a constant basis. And my hope with these videos is to really help you to stay abreast of those changes. And so we did the first one in October last month, and I'm going to continue to do them on a monthly basis. I've got 7 bad boys for you today. 7 big updates that are happening on the Amazon platform. Probably the most significant one I'm going to save till last in true YouTube style. But to be honest with you, all of them are significant, exciting, and pose some challenges in them in a nice big cocktail. So we're going to get into them right now. The first one is actually a massive one itself, and that is the change from reviews to ratings. Now, if you're selling on Amazon, you know just how massive reviews are in this whole game. We spend so much time talking about it, thinking about it, that actually reviews have become part of the everyday vernacular of an Amazon seller. Well, Amazon have decided to change what they are called, but not just what they're called, how customers leave them. So now customers, instead of having to leave a comment with a rating of your product, they don't have to. All they need to do is click on a star rating to rate your product with no context, no comment, no justification, and in fact the system doesn't even show if it is a verified purchase. And at first look, this does seem like quite a negative change from Amazon. It's not great for us as third-party sellers on the platform. However, as you know, I always like to try and stay positive. And whilst, yes, it does make it easier for people to leave bad reviews, it does make it easier for your competitors to leave bad reviews potentially. The last thing you want to do is operate from a negative mindset that thinks these things are going to happen automatically just because of these changes. I want you and I want this community to be one that is very positive and looks at things on the bright side. And so the bright side of this change is, whilst it's easier to leave negative ratings, it's also easier to leave positive ratings. It's real quick now for your customers just to click a 5-star and give you a nice juicy rating there. We are yet to see what Amazon is going to do with the whole overall rating algorithm. Already it's not a mathematical case of X amount of 5 stars, X amount of 4 stars equals a 4 point whatever star. You can't add them up and divide them like that. There's weighting to certain things that Amazon doesn't necessarily reveal. And so we're yet to see how that's going to impact it. Maybe ratings won't have as much impact on your overall star rating. We don't know yet. That will be maybe the feature of a later feature roll-up. But the good news is that it's the same across the board. So it's not just you that's affected, it's every single product, right? So rather than thinking, oh, this is going to destroy me, I'm going to get so many negative ratings, instead channel that energy in thinking, how can I continue to improve the products that I create in order to be able to generate more positive, not just reviews now, but ratings. If you've heard anything that I've said over the last couple of years, you'll know that I absolutely obsess over creating high quality products, because if you do a good job of creating a good product that people want, then the reviews should, more often than not, take care of themselves. There's a lot you can do to improve your review generation, but on the whole, the job is mostly done for you if you just create a good product. So focus your energy on that, and this one will be less of an issue than people are making it out to be. Okay, feature number 2 that we're going to look at right now is 7-day deals. This is an entirely positive change and really good for your business. So you would, I'm sure by now, know that you can run lightning deals on Amazon, which are those deals that show up, if you're really lucky, on the front page of Amazon. More often than not, it will just appear in search results, and it will come up with a little flash sticker saying limited time deal. There's so many going on right now because it's coming up for Black Friday. I have made a few purchases, I must admit. Echo Dots for 20 quid, that is just insane. Alexa, say hello to my YouTube subscribers.
I don't know that one.
But what this allows you to do, rather than just having a limited time, few hour deal, you're actually able to create a 7-day deal. So that limited time discount shows up for 7 days. Of course, the counterbalance, the caveat for this is that you do have to then run a discount for 7 days, but you only want to run it at certain times anyway. It's not something that you want to be always doing. It does allow you to run launches. It allows you to run promotions in the run up to like a big season. I always teach my students to make sure that you are super visible in the prime times, like right now, Black Friday, Q4. Make sure you're ranked as highly as possible at those times. So in order to do that, run promotions prior to those times. And this is a great option because you can email out to your list, you can run some Facebook ads, you can let everyone know, hey, we're doing 25% off promotion. And rather than having to deliver a whole load of unique discount codes, you can just say to people, hey, head straight to the listing. You'll see there that there's a limited time deal, discounted price, add it to your basket now, the deal ends soon. You don't have to do any more work, super easy, but also in the listing results, your product is going to show up with that sticker. It's going to really increase your click-through rate, and hopefully too, it's going to really increase your conversion. So it's a great option to use, sparingly throughout the year, and just another tool to add to your tool belt to be able to rank highly on Amazon, make your products more visible, and generate more revenue. Third new feature today to discuss in the November feature roll-up is that enhanced brand content has now become A+ content. Enhanced brand content is what Amazon used to call the kind of fancy content that you see on some pages, which is where there's more images, more text. You get the real option to be able to customize it and make it look really nice. This is only available to brand registered sellers. If you want to register a brand with Amazon, you have to have a registered trademark. In the UK, it takes around 2 to 3 months. In the US, about 6 to 9 months. So if you can do it in the UK, it will get things through a lot quicker. But once you have registered that trademark, then you can apply for brand registry with Amazon, and then you get access to a whole bunch of advanced features, which one of them is what is now called A+ content. The changes that they've made from EBC to A+ content is that there are no longer set templates that you have to follow. You used to have to do that with enhanced brand content. Now on A+ content, you get up to 5 modules, so like kind of strips of A+ content per listing. And now Amazon do give you a whole load of options with these. I've been testing these. I'm getting ready to do some real in-depth breakdowns and studies and teaching in the Amazon Masters community for it. But we've been working on what are the best modules for a number of things. A, obviously for conversions, but B, also for mobile optimization. If you haven't already seen my recent video about mobile optimization, I will put it up in the corner for you. I forget which corner it shows up in, one of these bad boys, and you can have a look at that right now, because that will help you understand why it's so important to optimize your listings for mobile in 2019 going into 2020. And so with our assessments with A+ content, it really is thinking through the lines of course what looks good on desktop, because most people will convert on desktop, but also what looks good on mobile, because most people will start their journey on mobile. And so we need to factor both of these things in. And I think there's 14 or 15 modules that you can choose from, layouts, and really only 4 or 5 would I recommend based on the way it looks on mobile, based on making the best use of the opportunity you have. And so I'll put those up on screen right now, and you can see some of the best options with my terrible scruffy sort of ticks and crosses on there. And like I say, I won't go into it today. That's not the purpose of this video, but maybe at some point in the future I can do a bit more of an in-depth video about how to really utilize that A+ content. So that's a big change that Amazon's making. Again, making it really much more brandable. The experience, a lot of people are saying, well, Amazon has too much control, and I think Amazon really are trying to address that and giving back some flexibility. You can create your own branded storefront. You can create A+ content, you can create brand sponsored ads. There's a whole load you can do when you do have a brand registered on Amazon. So I do highly recommend going through that process. All right, number 4, this is a quick one. This is not a massively significant one, but now in the UK, you do have access to Prime exclusive discounts. This was a US only feature that was introduced a few months ago. Amazon have rolled it out in the UK. It looks, upon checking just now, that they have paused it until after Black Friday. But once that pause has been lifted, you should be able to run Prime exclusive deals to your products. And that just means that you can run deals, offers for Prime only customers. Amazon Amazon love to do this because they love to reward their customers, but really attract more new customers. And so that used to be an Amazon only thing, that it was only really with products that they were sourcing, products that they were selling, but now they've actually opened it out to everyone. So that's another thing that you could do that could become part of a promotional campaign to your customers. Hey, we're running a Prime exclusive deal. I don't see it getting used loads by third-party sellers, but it is an option there. All right, feature number 5, we are getting through these. I know you're busy, I'm busy, we all got stuff to do, so we're not hanging around. Number 5 is Amazon is opening up in the Netherlands. And now I say opening up, strictly speaking, they are already open. Amazon.nl is live right now, but in previous history, they have only sold books from the Netherlands. If anybody in the Netherlands wanted to buy a fidget spinner, a garlic press, a yoga mat, an air diffuser, they would have to get that from Amazon Germany. And so it would be shipped over from Germany to them, whereas now they are getting their own fulfillment centers and things are shifting. And this is really positive because Amazon continues to expand globally. Right now, as of today, they have 14 marketplaces, global marketplaces live. Let's see if I can roll them off the top of my head. You've got Europe, easy, right? You've got England, Germany, Italy, Spain, France. You have got America, so you've got the USA, you've got Mexico, you have got Brazil, you've got Canada, that's 9. Come on, Ben, we can do this. You have got Asia, so you've got China, you've got Japan, that's 11. You have got India, that's 12. You've got Australia, that's 13. And then 14, baby, we did it. You got the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, has opened up recently. Amazon actually acquired, I think it was Souk, I think that's how you say it. They acquired that, and that became then Amazon, and they've recently introduced FBA in that area too, so you can actually sell your products in continents all over the world, which is a really exciting prospect. Should you sell in every marketplace instantly? No. You should gradually roll out and think about your strategy of how you want to do that, but it really is an exciting opportunity. The Netherlands, I think, is going to be added into that European mix. This is just a prediction, I don't know for sure, but I do think, based on the fact that they do, the people from the Netherlands, the Netherlands, the Dutch, there you go. The Dutch do have it ingrained in them that online shopping is just a thing they do. It's very popular in the Netherlands, so I have read. So I do really see that Amazon will open that up to be its own independent marketplace. Maybe not. Maybe they'll keep it like Poland is attached to Germany. Maybe they'll keep it like that. But I think we could be seeing Netherlands come up onto that European. So rather than just being those 5 marketplaces, there being like a 6th main marketplace in the Netherlands. But we shall see. It will be interesting to take a look. The good news is though, is that Amazon continues to grow globally, and it is the greatest opportunity to build a global brand right now on the face of the planet, which is exciting stuff. All right, number 6, this is a big change and will be seen by a lot of people as a negative change, but again, we are going to overcome. We're going to do this, right? And that 6th change is that Amazon are beginning to change the way customers' addresses appear, or more importantly, do not appear in the order section of your account. So Amazon is removing customer details even further. And so Amazon have consistently kind of gone down this path of trying to remove people's details from the Amazon platform. They want to control the data. They don't want really brands or companies having access to their customer list, which is a shame, but I guess understandable. Amazon have generated these customers. They want to keep them on the Amazon platform. I get that. But of course, we as brands want to have the ability to be able to build a customer list, to contact our customers. The money's in the list, right? So we want to be able to contact, build, all of that kind of thing. So this is a bit of a tension between Amazon and third-party sellers. Third-party sellers are not going to win. Amazon is going to win. And so we just need to learn how to adjust and adapt. All of that said, on checking today, there are actually customer details in the order section of our Seller Central account. Last week, a couple of weeks ago, when we went in, the customer details had been removed, simply the town or city and sort of a shortened postcode. customer details were in there, which made it impossible to then go in, and if you had you wanted to send someone out a replacement unit, it made it impossible to be able to just do that directly. You have to go into the report section and go into the fulfillment by Amazon reports, and then the Amazon fulfilled orders report, and then you can actually find the customer data there. So it is still possible to get that data. It just makes it a little bit harder. There's a little bit more of a workaround, a bit more work involved. But as ever, all we need to do is just say, look, we're playing in Amazon Sandbox. They deliver so much value to us. If they change things like this, then it, look, it is a shame, but we are going to adapt, we are going to evolve, and we're going to overcome, right? And so you can either go to the report section and get that data. How long that lasts, we don't know. Maybe they'll remove that functionality. But then we can also say to our customers, hey, look, the best way to get a replacement is to go through Amazon and contact them. And there's a whole process you can go through that. So there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So please don't get too disheartened if you see something like this change. These kind of changes have happened over the years. You used to be able to incentivize people to get reviews. That used to be a thing that people would do. They would launch a product, they would give away a load of free units to get like their first 100 reviews, and they were up and running. That used to be a thing. That changed, and everyone freaked out and thought the world was falling apart. Yet here we are years later, and people are still launching successful businesses on Amazon. So don't freak out. The world is changing, but we're going to adapt and overcome. All right, seventh and finally, last feature to talk about in this roll-up is the fact that Amazon have now introduced a review request button. And now this is a small change in itself, but it could be the sign of big things to come. At this present moment in time, this review request button is inside your Amazon Seller Central account. Inside each order, Amazon will ask you, do you want to send a customer a request for a review on this order? You can click yes or no, and you have to go in and each one do that manually. Do I suggest you do that? No, because it hasn't actually, as other people would try and lead you to believe, it hasn't replaced the ability to be able to send them follow-up emails. Some people out there in the Amazon space are saying that Amazon are not letting you send follow-up emails anymore, that is banned, and that is categorically not true. You can still use follow-up emails, but what is important is that those emails comply with Amazon's terms of service. Feedback Wiz recently did a great article kind of summarizing all of this. Now, of course, it's in Feedback Wiz's interest to let you know that because they are a follow-up email service, but at the same time, it's a really well thought out, concise article, which I will link in the description below. And they talk about things in your follow-up emails like not incentivizing reviews, not sending promotional stuff within the email, only just focused on the order, a whole bunch of things. You can go read it. It's really worth your time just to make sure that your follow-up emails are staying within terms of service. So Amazon have made this change. Again, my prediction, what I feel is this is less about removing the ability to be able to send up follow-up emails and more about Amazon giving a way to create uniformity and to give the customer an easy way to stay within terms of service. Hey, don't risk sending something that's not in terms of service in the messaging portal. Actually, just send this, we'll automate it for you. They think they're making it easier by automating it for you, just like the PPC experts that say, hey, let's have a consultation about your PPC, I'll tell you what to do, and their advice is raise your bids and raise your budget. Cheers, mate. I think that it's kind of along those lines, and they think they're making it easier, but then you have to go into each of those orders and do it individually. It's not really easier. Anyway, I don't think it's anything to worry about. It is a big change. It could potentially be a sign of things to come, but until then, we're going to just keep doing what we do, keep building great brands on Amazon, and make the most of this opportunity. So 7 new features this month in Amazon. I'm sure there's more that I've missed. If I have missed any, let me know in the comments below. If you do notice any more that crop up, please feel free to contact me and let me know, and we can include it in the December feature roll-up or future months too. Hopefully this is something that you guys find helpful. I enjoy it because it's something I'm seeing all the time. I'm building brands on Amazon, so I'm seeing this stuff day in, day out, and I feel it's something that's going to be helpful for the community too. So hopefully you feel the same. If you do, feel free to give the video a like down below, and if you like this kind of content, make sure you are subscribed too. If you want to learn how to build a real business on Amazon that can free you up from that grip that money places over time in the frustrating way that it does in that 9-to-5 grind, then make sure you do check out the free training I've got. The link will be up on the screen and you can check that out. And free training, how to get started with selling on Amazon, how to run your PPC, and so much more. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video real soon.